Hello, MAP Class 2021. I would like to welcome you guys and the additional students in this course from other departments. This little video is to launch the course really officially, and I want you to, I want to take some time with you to navigate through the Canvas page if you haven't yet. And even if you did, stay with us. Let's go through things. And if you have any questions, please contact us, either me or the course TA, Dalton Cooper. His email and mine both are on our syllabus. You can find it there. All right, so let's get started. Let me put myself back in the corner here. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. Okay, and here's our, if you go into your Canvas page, you should see our little stats course here. I played around and did this eat, sleep, stats, repeat, because it is the case that nobody is born with some magical skills in statistics, and some are born just not talented for it. It's just a matter of getting motivated and practicing, right? So it's a matter of being engaged and practicing and making mistakes and correcting them. That's how you learn stats, right? So I hope that if you are interested in learning stats, and I hope I'll get you motivated to do so, just know that it's through practice that we get better, right? Sometimes when you watch an expert doing something, think about a cook, right? When you look at somebody that's an expert, baking cake, it's pretty impressive and sometimes intimidating, right? But once you learn the steps and you practiced a couple of times, maybe it becomes ever less intimidating when you see an expert actually working, right? So it's about the same with stats as well. It's a matter of practice. All right, so let's move on. If you click here, you will get to our course page. Let me move to the student view so that you can see here exactly how you're going to see on your page. So on the home, I talk about the learning outcomes of the course. Please read through them. For every week, we'll have specific outcomes for that week for you to read through and say, did I accomplish those things? So you can think about that. And I want to, though, highlight a few things about our course overview and structure. Number one, data shows that for remote learning to be effective, there needs to be consistency. And I will strive and work hard to guarantee that structure. And this is the structure I have in mind that I would like to maintain throughout all the weeks in the semester. Materials will be posted on Friday, every Friday before 6 p.m. And the reason I want to do that is to allow for people that potentially work outside MAP or have to, have kids at home to take care of, or maybe you're taking care of an older adult at your home. Maybe you don't have a computer available all day to you, so on and so forth. Maybe the weekend is a good time to start working. I want to give you that opportunity to get that head start on the week. So Friday, the materials will be out. So today you get all the materials that you need for the work that will be done between August 24th and August 28th. All right, so I'll post it today, hopefully in a little bit. I'm just finalizing things. And the course, I want to give you lots and lots of flexibility, but it's not a fully self-paced course, right? Within the week, you have some flexibility of when to work on things, but you will have to do, every week you're going to have, on a typical week, you're going to have to do one guided activity, and you have to hand that in, and that's due on Wednesday by the end of the day. And you have to do an independent analysis project to hand in on Thursday by the end of the day, right? So those deadlines should organize you a bit. And the goal of these assignments is to provide you with plenty low stakes opportunities to practice and check your understanding of the materials. If you're having trouble, you have plenty of opportunities to get help. We'll have live sessions every week, 1 hour with me. You can schedule office hours with Dalton Cooper to work through some bugs in the assignment, or with me. So make sure you use those opportunities for learning, okay? The guided assignments will be even more low stakes than the independent activity or independent analysis activity, because it's just a matter, have you done it? If you did, if you completed the activity, I don't care if you made mistakes, you get 100% of that assignment. All right. So it's a matter of, I've attempted here. And I even put the key there for you. You will see in the lab, you have at your disposal all the answers to all the exercises you have to do. Of course, my recommendation is that you try to do the exercises on your own. And then if you can't do it, if you tried a couple of times, have no idea how to do this, and you want a quick you want to, the first thing you can do is look at the key and see if you can understand from the key what the problem was. All right. If you didn't, okay, you're looking at the result, but you don't quite understand why things were done that way, you can always contact Dalton or me to figure out, or come to the live session to figure out what went wrong. Okay. On the exam weeks, your only job will be to do exam projects, right? The exam projects will be not different from what you've practiced. I'm not going to surprise you with anything. There will be some theoretical questions that you would probably have seen and encountered if you're reading your book, and it will be open book. You can consult the book. It's just, I want you to think about and check yourself in the understanding of some concepts. So there'll be like a multiple choice section. But you will also have some analysis projects to do that will look very much like the projects that you would have done for the guided activity and for the independent activity, right? It adds an extra challenge because for the weekly assignments, the analysis to be used sort of implicated by the class you just heard. For example, if there is in a particular week, maybe you learned about t-test. It's sort of obvious that the test that you're going to have to use to practice on that week is t-test, right? But for the exam, I'm going to give you 2 different data sets to analyze, and you are the one who has to select the analysis that you need to do, okay? And locate all of the particular pieces of codes that you need to implement that analysis, all right? I think this is it in terms of general introduction. I will, however, navigate to the modules because that's where you will see the materials from every week. I began to upload already the modules. So here's where you submit the activities that you will do. This week is just guided activities with the keys there, everything. I'll walk you through on the next video, on one of the lab videos on how to do it. So don't worry about it. It will be very guided with me actually reading through the activities with you and working on them as we go along. But if you click here, you have tons of information about that week, right? The module overview, what are we doing there, the learning outcomes for that particular week so that you can check yourself, make sure you understood, you hit those learning outcomes. And if you didn't, please look us up. The checklist of things you need to do, the lecture medias that you need to watch. So here is the first video that you should watch, the second video that you should watch, which is the introduction to R. And then there will be a third video where I take you through the activities that you will do in the lab. Here is the link to the lab in R Studio Cloud. You will know what that means and when you use that link when you watch the third video that's not yet posted. It's not working if you click here. I don't know why, but you should then just copy and paste this on your browser and you should be able to get there. Okay, I'll teach you about the space in our Studio Cloud in a different video, but I just wanted to locate in that video. I'll say, oh, go to Canvas and get your link. That's when you do that. Okay, and then there'll be readings for that week. We have already readings here. It's just 2 pages. Very nice, impressive account of why statistics is so prevalent in psychology, why it's used so much, why that high focus, why is this a required course in psychology. Danielle Navarro, she is a professor in Australia. I'm not sure what her nationality is, but she has a freely available book, many workshops, very inspirational person. To me, she has inspired a lot of my labs and how I teach statistics. She's one of my big influences in how I teach statistics. So don't miss out. Only 2 pages. Here is a link to her book, her full book, but all you need to read for this week is pages 8 to 10. This is not our course book that we'll have for every week, but it is a very useful book to have if you want to learn statistics with R. The only thing is that the package it's just using is not the same one as we are using, so that's why I'm not using that version of the book. But the concepts themselves are really, really helpful. And on supplementary material, I'll post the class slides that you will see on the lecture videos. All right? I hope you enjoy and have fun this week with all of the coursework. I hope we all start strong, and I'll be sending a link to a survey to figure out a time between Monday and Wednesday. Hopefully, I'm hoping we can do this Wednesday during the morning sometime, because I know that's no classes are run at that time, because that's when stats used to run. So I'm hoping we do it then. But I'll try to see what's the class time, what's the time that most of you can be available between Monday and Wednesday, so that we can have a live session for an hour. So be in the lookout for that as well. All right. Okay. Welcome. I'll see you soon.